Welcome to the Indigo Plateau Show, where if it can go wrong, it will. Hosted tonight by Woodland Docs and Lotus Badger.
That's me.
We got GhostTypeGhosted tonight. Not that we knew in advance or anything, but, just totally blew off his own podcast. Right?
Tisk, tisk,
tisk. Yes. So GhostTypeGhost will be back next week with our next episode. I will not be here. I will be on vacation, resting up on Sunny Shore Beach. I'm taking a multiverse vacation. I don't know if I told you about that. I'm going. I found this really, really cool travel agency. It's this guy behind the Meyer, and he says all I have to do is sniff this baggie, and it's like a multiverse vacation.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
But no, so guys, this week I am here with Lotus Badger. Next week it will be GhostTypeGhost with Lotus Badger, and then sometime in June I think it'll be me and GhostTypeGhost, because we all have
pretty much,
because we all have vacations coming up. Everyone well deserved and well needed. But tonight we are still here to talk about Pokemon like we do every Thursday night. I'm ready for a whole new discussion, because it's a whole new world we live in, Lotus Badger.
It's a whole new world we live in.
So tonight, we are going to be discussing our favorite Pokemon merchandise.
And who doesn't love merchandise?
What self-respecting franchise doesn't slap their name on a waffle iron and, make $1 million?
Right?
They're
Slap it on a plastic lunchbox and bam, you sell it. You sell it.
Exactly. I mean, there literally is a Pokeball waffle maker. Did you know that?
I did, and I almost bought it.
Not only did you know about it, but you almost bought it. That's wonderful.
I'm a fiend. I'm a fiend for some good merch.
Oh, trust me. You can, especially if it feels, we'll get more into this, but if it feels like it's custom, the more you can customize things by slapping a Pokeball on it, the happier I am.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. That's why I really love handmade things.
Yes.
One of my favorite. This is a little off topic, but there's my favorite deck box. You've seen this. It's a handmade Yu-Gi-Oh! The Millennium box.
Yeah, the Millennium Puzzle. Yeah.
That's specific for Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and it was handmade by a wonderful maker named Leaf Kicker. I can't recommend him more.
I don't like their violent policy towards leaves.
It is what it is.
I mean,
they might have deserved it. You don't know.
Those leaves could be some real jerks. I too have a custom deck box that's my favorite. I wonder if anybody knows the artist behind this deck box.
I think that was Night Cavalry. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, yeah, Night Cavalry. Oh, that was that dude that I PayPal'd the money for it and didn't ship it for like 3 months.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened.
Jeez. Probably off under some other identity now. Anyways.
Probably something stupid like Lotus Badger.
Yeah, at first they're like, oh, maybe I'll get away with Trickstar Night, and then the community caught up with them, and they're like, oh, yeah, I should probably go something completely different. So then they went to the grocery store, saw a short, hairy man eating cheese. It's like, oh, I got it! And then they didn't stick with that either. But we're not here to judge people's tendencies to switch names, are we?
I mean, no. But we're going to do it anyway.
That's not our intent. We're here to talk about Pokemon, but we're going to pick on people instead. Spread hate equally, I think was our motto, right?
Yep, that's the motto.
So I'll
put it on a shirt.
We have to spread the hate equally. Anyways, guys, let's get right into this week's topic. So, I think it's safe to say if you are in the Pokemon franchise, the Pokemon fanverse, the Pokemon universe, whatever you want to call it, the Pokeverse, if you are in the Pokeverse, you have bought a pack of trading cards, whether it's to play, whether it's to look at, or whether it's because they were sitting at the checkout lane and you were just like, yeah, I don't mind spending another $4.
Who plays the game? I collect them because they're pretty.
I mean, I did have at one point 27 decks.
27?
Yes, and I'm not saying meta. I'm not saying they didn't brick. I'm not saying,
Oh,
But
they were just for fun.
yeah, it wasn't always like the top of the top, decks with, proven strategies that won regionals and stuff. It was, a deck with two Pokemon types with prominent evolution lines, and then the supporting trainer cards. So they were functional and they did their thing, but by no means were they meta. But I had 27 of them at one point.
That's impressive. I don't think you even have the amount of cards. Well, that's not true. I was gonna say I can't make 27 decks out of the cards that I have, but I think I absolutely can, and then some.
Yeah, I so they're mostly all over there in the on the Pokemon card wall. The bulk is upstairs. The decks are over here, but I took out anything that was a full art or anything special because I had a humidity problem down here. Mm-hmm. So to avoid bending and whatever else, warping is. I'm sorry, cardboard nerds. We call it warping.
How dare you?
We don't call it bending. But I I took them all out and put them upstairs in a more climate controlled environment. But I've got a dehumidifier down here now, so if I ever wanted to get back into playing those 27 decks, I could just slide the pretty cards right in there.
I need a dehumidifier for upstairs. It is so humid up here.
I got a little $15 one off Amazon. I'll send you the link.
Nice.
But so with Pokemon cards though, you can buy them in the blister pack. You can buy them by the booster box full of booster packs, or you can do one of my favorite pieces of Pokemon merch. You can buy an Elite Trainer box or an ETB for short.
ETBs, baby.
So ETBs run $40 to $50. Is what they were at least pre-pandemic. I think they are still. Allie Loves Pokemon buys the cards in this house now, so I don't ask what she spends either. I just open it. I don't question it. I just take in the fun. But we had
ooh, fun Pokemon cards.
Exactly. Ooh, had a bad day, open a pack. Had a good day, open a pack. Had a day, open a pack. It's just the easiest way to wind down. But anyways, so we have inside of an ETB. For those of you who haven't had the pleasure of opening one, there is always a pack of sleeves with art specific to that ETB set, which is amazing. I mean, as cardboard nerds, if you don't sleeve, that's a sin.
Do you double sleeve?
I've only ever double sleeved one deck of any game. Would you care to guess?
I wonder which one it is. Magic the Gathering.
Oh, the one game I don't play, right?
Oh, darn.
Nope.
Then it's gotta be Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Digimon?
The other card game that I don't play.
Oh. Oh, then it's gotta be Vanguard.
Card Fight Vanguard, yep.
Card Fight Vanguard.
I have this deck here because I don't normally pour a lot of money into a deck because I'm not a rarity chaser. But
that's a lie, and you know it.
I'm not a rarity chaser. Like,
really?
Yeah. If I can get something, like if I pull the highest rarity, whatever, yay. But I'm not gonna go out and buy the single.
Oh, that okay. I get that.
Yeah, that's what I mean by not a rarity chaser. So I only double sleeve this deck, because I had won the sleeves I showed you from a shop called Ideal 808. But I also won a box of product from them at the same time, and it was completing my build for that deck. So I'm like, well, they sent me some penny sleeves and some over sleeves, and this is going to complete this deck, and this deck is worth, I think it's selling for 190 right now. So I'm like, yeah, I'll double sleeve this deck.
I actually double sleeved my Vanguard deck too, but that's because I got the blackout sleeves and I didn't want to tarnish them because they had the there are those screen printed sleeves that have a really sick background there, and I've destroyed many a sleeve that I wish I hadn't not double sleeving it. So if anyone has any vanity sleeves, double sleeve it. You'll thank me later.
Yeah. Well, there is something that you'll yell at me for. Let's see here. Where is it at? I don't know where they are off the top of my head, actually. But I have one of my... Oh, I know where it is. It's over there. I have my custom sleeves, my Woodland Dock sleeves. And I don't double sleeve.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But...
Do you riffle shuffle?
Yes.
Really? And they're not tarnished at all?
No.
Wow.
They hold up really well. But anyways, specific to Pokemon, you do get those sleeves, though. It's really awesome. I enjoy we do tend to buy more than one ETB of each set, so I try to keep one sealed and then use one package of sleeves. So it's kind of like, a sealed collection of sleeves.
Yeah.
To me, it's cool. But the other thing that you get with the ETB is those dividers. So,
I know what you're talking about. The plastic, like the official plastic divider things.
yeah. So if you are using the ETB for its third highlight, which is storage, so Yu-Gi-Oh! There's the Megatins. Vanguard, you don't get storage unless you buy the whole booster box. Digimon, I feel, is the same way.
Yeah.
But ETBs that's another bonus to them. Is it's storage, and it gives you dividers for the storage.
I'll take it.
Yeah. And you get all of the coins and status markers, and ETBs are the best TCG product.
I love the dice that come in the ETBs.
Yeah, those are so good. Yes. I've used them for more than just Pokemon, and they're wonderful. They really are.
Speaking of being a shiny whore, I'm a bit of a shiny whore, and I like to keep my shinies in really nice binders. So, one of my favorite things from my childhood, and I lost this. I had it a long time ago. I don't know what happened to it. It's an official Pokemon four spot binder,
Okay.
and it was just like a plain yellow, and it had a Pikachu on it, and there was a black one that had, I think it was Charizard and the other ones on there. And it was just a simple little 4-spot binder, and I absolutely love it. It was like one of the first retro things that I just have nostalgia for.
That sounds pretty. It sounds like cute and functional. So
it is.
Kind of like,
really is.
Kind of like me, but.
Oh.
So, anyways, is there anything else specific to the cards that we buy that you like?
Oh, geez, specific to the cards? Not so much. Apart from the cards themselves, not so much.
Yeah, I mean, ETBs are the pinnacle of TCG product, in my opinion. It just has so many extras, you can't beat it.
And honestly, I've had better luck pulling from ETBs than I have just pulling individual packs. I don't know about you.
Yeah, because ETBs are 8 to 10 packs, and I feel like, I don't know how they actually produce them or whatever. And I know there's not exactly fixed ratios in a whole booster box, but I feel like they may take, booster box, split it into 5, for an ETB. So you're going to get something good.
Yeah, and actually, speaking of booster boxes, Rogue and I just went to Walmart, and it looks like they're releasing old ETBs from back to 2020.
Ooh.
So if you missed out on pandemic ETBs, it looks like Walmart's kind of keeping those in stock. So if you catch a restock at Walmart, you might find some retro packs from the past 2 years if you didn't get a chance to pick one up.
Good advice. Are we talking like Champion's Path? Are we what are we talking?
Shining Fates, I saw. Oh, geez.
I
took a picture of it. Yeah, I took a picture of it. I'll have to put it in the Discord.
Yeah, and we'll share it on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
So cool. Well, I will start with one of my picks. Outside of the trading cards, what is the second biggest weeb hobby you can think of?
Plushies.
Let it be known that Lotus Badger just called me a weeb. But they're correct, because here is today's plushie of the day, because plushies are one of my absolute favorite things to get. Look at this little horsey.
I love that.
Do you see this
much.
little horsey?
I love horsey so much.
It's so cute. It's got this little fin. It's just cute. But one reason why I love plushies is the knockoffs.
Knockoff plushies. I love knockoff anything.
It's so funny. I'm trying to stand something that's perfectly round. Do you guys think I'm gonna? Let me know in the chat if you think I'm gonna accomplish this before the episode's over. But anyways, yeah.
Allie loves Pokemon. Good call. It was Vivid Voltage and Darkness Ablaze.
There you go.
Those were the other ETBs. That and Shining Fates.
See, I guess Allie does love Pokemon.
She does love Pokemon. Go figure. Go follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, get her over 1,500. I think that's her next milestone. But
yeah, baby.
and then give me all the credit. Tell her I sent you. But no, so plushies are awesome because of their knockoffs in part. So just looking over at my shrine, if you will, I would say at least 60% of them are from some sort of aftermarket, whatever, Wish, AliExpress, what have you. And some of them look exact, and some of them just look so screwed up. But that's what makes it even better.
Like your little Misty figure, like that's Morsty.
Yeah, exactly. Featuring Bork and Morsty. Yeah. I couldn't figure out how to script the name Ash. It's 3 letters. But
Torgepi.
In Torgepi, exactly. But I think that in addition to the knockoffs being funny and cool and whatever, the fact that plushies just like they brighten up a room. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
Like
My bedroom was absolutely filled to the brim with plushies for too long. I had to end up retiring some and putting them away, but I still have a metric ton of plushies. I have a giant bean baby Yoda that's about as big as me on my bed right now.
That's wonderful. I mean, so for anyone listening, if you watch the live show, you can see the shelf with Funko Pops behind me. There's 200 more around here. But also over here to the side, which is why I often look over here during the show, is more Funko Pops specific to Pokemon and all the plushies and little figures and stuff that we have. And for myself, it makes it a happy space. Like, I just, working from home, due to the pandemic, I needed a space to work, so I picked my basement. But because everything in my basement sparks joy. And the plushie wall, you just look over it, you're just like, look at that little one. And then you're in a better mood,
That's what's great about Funkos, is you have like a little piece of everything that you love.
Oh, we'll get there.
Or if you're you have a giant wall of Simpsons.
Yeah,
something that you love.
Yeah, the Simpsons one is the one that's behind me. But we'll get to Funkos in a little bit. But plushies, they're fun. The derpy knockoffs are great. They're usually cheap-ish. $12 for the Sitting Cutie line. And if you buy the Sitting Cutie line, then they're also easy to display because they're sitting. So
I really love Pokemon plushies that they sit perfectly. Like I think I've talked about this in a previous episode. I have a little Bulbasaur plush that I won at I think it was a state fair, and it was an official Bulbasaur plush. But his eyes are so derpy now because they've like washed off. Yeah. But I've had this Bulbasaur ever since I was like 10, and I can't find it in my heart to get rid of him. Not that I ever would, but he's definitely falling apart.
Yeah, just at least put it in the closet and, keep it forever. I mean, that's still, especially with it being, official and that old, it's
yeah,
cool.
He's well loved.
Yeah.
Speaking of official ones, I think I was telling you about this plushie that I don't have it anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but it was, I think it was called like a Hey You Pikachu electronic Pikachu plush. It was like half plushie, half electronic. And if you squeezed his hand, his cheeks lit up. And he would, go like, Pikachu, Pikachu. This was fat Pikachu.
Was it rubbery?
No, it was actually fluffy.
Okay. Because I had a rubbery one when I was a kid.
That's got to be a quote in your channel.
I had a rubbery one when I was a kid. But no, so, and another cool thing is plushes can be super small or super big. Like, you have your gigantic Yoda, I have the gigantic Gengar. I have the big old Charmander in the closet that I won from Cedar Point. All that cool stuff. So plushies they're everywhere. They're easy to get. They're fun. So what is one thing that you love to buy, collect, keep, hoard from the Pokemon universe?
I really like the old janky they were like McDonald's and Burger King toy. Oh, hold on. Sorry. My character's freaking out. What have I done? It's because I adjusted the window.
Forgot the multivitamin.
Yeah, I forgot my multivitamin. I'm growing. Help!
I ate too many dinos. Not enough friends.
But so I really love the old janky McDonald's and Burger King toys that you could get. I still have a bunch of them in my old toy box, and I remember very specifically they were like from I think it was from the Pokemon the Movie 2000 release, and they had the three legendary birds, and I had Moltres, and I swear on my life today this Moltres' battery still works, and you can hear it go. Blah, blah.
I don't know if I want to hear that. Like, because you know how like old toys, when the battery would die, the voice would just turn demonic, kind of like how your character is doing right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I totally think that was one of the more terrifying things as a kid was when you had one of those speaking toys and the battery slowly faded and the voice, you know?
That actually happened to one of our Halloween decorations, and it made it better.
Okay, yeah, for a Halloween decoration, 100%, yeah. But I think that like I had some really unfounded childhood trauma thanks to batteries going dead and stuff.
There was that's right. There was the other. I think this was Burger King. A Pokemon release. They were little Game Boys. They looked like Game Boy Colors, and they had these janky, like off-brand gold and silver video game cartridges that you could put in the back of them. And I don't know. I feel like the toys moved. I don't have them anymore, but I feel like the buttons made the character inside the Game Boy do something.
Yeah, if I remember right, it was like a one scene kind of, like it couldn't load a new area. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was like a toy that was in the screen.
Yeah.
And it could like, dance or something. I don't even remember, but
yeah, it wasn't it wasn't like a kaleidoscope where you can change the scene or what do they call those? Not a kaleidoscope. Those viewer things. Do you remember those? Like it looked like a pair of binoculars and you put a scene in there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But I remember those. I think I never got one because Viewmaster. Thank you, Rogue.
Yeah, Viewmasters.
Yeah, I never got one as a kid because at the time one of my parents worked for Wendy's corporate office, so Burger King and McDonald's weren't a thing in our house. It was Wendy's or else.
Did Wendy's ever have the fun toys? I don't remember.
No, I don't ever remember Wendy's having a fun toy.
Oh my gosh! Okay, so I can't talk about the fun Pokemon toys without mentioning the Holy Grail of Pokemon toys. I think this was Burger King, but the actual Pokeball that had the gold-plated Pokemon card.
Oh, I have those. I still have those.
I love it. I think I have a Charizard and a Jigglypuff.
Yeah. I don't know which ones I still have, but I came across them when I moved out of my dad's house like 8 years ago, and yeah.
I remember because this thing was the closest thing we had to a what I would consider a real life size Pokeball, and it would actually open. So I destroyed them, throwing them in my backyard, but they were very fun. I still have the gold plated cards in their little like acrylic sleeve that they came with, but they were really fun. I don't know. I love them.
Yeah. No, I 100% remember getting those, being so excited and then being mad when I got doubles. And yeah, good times.
I remember everyone was like, keep them. They're going to be worth so much money.
You're like, no, I have to rub it in the dirt, otherwise it won't obey me. And then...
Funny enough, the actual cards themselves ended up being worth a small fortune if you kept them.
Yep. But I do know that mine are one of them is still in the shrink wrap. It's still at my dad's. I didn't bring it with me, so it's still at my dad's. But so real quick, I meant to mention this at the beginning. I apologize if I take a few extra sips of water tonight. I'm a little under the weather, so I'm sorry for anybody who hears an awkward pause from my end. But one thing when you said destruction, it reminded me of one of my favorite branches, I'll call it, of merchandise in the Pokemon universe, because it's construction. Do you see what I did there? I flipped it. So
look at that segue.
I know, I'm
seamless.
so seamless. You can call me a Voltorb.
Hey.
And speaking of Voltorb, this looks like a Voltorb. So these are the Mega Constructs series mini. I don't know if they're called minifigs or not, but these are from Mega Constructs. It's a small Pokeball, and inside of it comes the pieces to build whatever Pokemon, and then it fits on top of the Pokeball to display. So I grabbed the Magnemite because I thought he was cute. I have very little patience, but for Legos and Mega Constructs, I have all the patience in the world.
I love those things. I have I think Rogue gave me a Cubone one
Mm-hmm.
that I still have sitting around here somewhere.
I think it's back there on that shelf if you just want to grab it.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me go grab. Can't move my arms.
I have about 5 of them over there. Geodude, Mimikyu, Crabrawler, Togepi, and then I think that's a Wartortle. But yeah, so they're super cool because they're small. I can hone my patience because I very rarely have it. I can hone my skills and be patient and build something, and it doesn't take forever either. Like if you look at this, how many pieces would you say this is?
At least 2.
Sorry, that made me choke. I mean, I think it was a front body plate, a back body plate, 3 pieces for each magnet, so that's 6, and then 2 pieces for the screw, so that's 10 pieces at most, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's why it doesn't try my patience, because it's so quick to build. But I
do you like building like the big Lego sets, like the 1,000-piece Lego sets?
So if if its theme strikes my interest, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like I won't just grab like a rainforest 1,000-piece Lego set. But if I would have been smart and bought it when it came out, because now it's like triple in price, the Town of Springfield Lego set, I would have sat down for an entire weekend on the floor and built that bad boy.
Hey, they might re-release it.
If they ever do, I will be first in line for it, 100%. But yeah, if Legos and other similar like model kits, I have a harder time with because the pieces tend to be more intricate. So I just don't buy many of those. I do have a Ho-Oh up there that's unassembled, mainly because I opened it up and saw how hard it was going to be, and I'm like, I don't have the patience for this.
That might be a fun stream, though, if you can set up your camera in a way.
Who wants to see Woodland Docks tilt?
Me.
Well, I actually have a small surprise coming up in terms of cameras. But anyways,
Ooh.
I like building these little things. They're fairly cheap. I think. Warzak says he wanted the polybag one, but it's up to $30 now.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
That's impressive. For Poliwag?
Yeah, for a $30 for a mega. So for this, just for this, $30.
To be fair, though, once they're gone, you don't really see those anymore.
That's true. Very true. But whereas I call me Woodland Megadox. I mean, if I ever get past 150 followers, we'll call me that. But
Heck yeah.
Welcome to Woodland Megadox stream. I'll get the voice of Megatron to to your stream. But no, I think they're super cool. Have you ever just gone past them in a Target or Walmart or something and saw any of them that looked cool?
Oh yeah, there was one that I wish I had picked up. It was a Magikarp.
That
I genuinely should have got that when I saw it.
I swear that one should be over there, but it's not because I remember buying it.
I don't remember if it was a shiny Magikarp or just a regular Magikarp, but
it's right there and it's unassembled. That's where it is. I found it.
that's awesome.
But yes.
So I think that I'm gonna segue into one of my favorite nostalgia toys from Pokemon. I have this sitting actually in a frame in a shadow box in my library. It's the old Pokemon Pokédex. It was like a Hasbro, or no, it was a Tiger. Yeah, it was from Tiger.
Yeah,
And
Tiger.
the old it opened up. It's a little bit broken, but it still works. And I have it in a shadow box with all 8 of the Kanto badges and my original red version that no longer works from my childhood. I made a little shrine dedicated to my travels in Kanto.
Be still my little heart.
I love it. I'll have to post a picture of it on the Instagrams.
Yes, I love that they took the time back then when obviously Pokemon took off fairly fast, right?
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. It blew up.
I love that they still took the time to create good product back then. They could have just rushed everything out, but they took the time and gave us fun toys to keep us involved.
Oh, I know. And you can still look it up in multiple ways. You were able to look it up by number. You could spell out the name. It would give you a full Pokédex entry. I think it even gave you the cry.
I was gonna say yeah, but now I don't now I don't remember.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember, but I just remember that this thing was awesome, and I carried it with me everywhere, along with my Digivice. It was a little like the Tamagotchi Digivice.
Oh, don't even get me started on the Walker with Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Oh yeah, I know. I can't remember. Didn't they have a little Pikachu before the Soul Silver things even came out? It was like a Pikachu
I wouldn't,
Tamagotchi.
I wouldn't put it past, cross branding to do that, but yeah.
Yep, I remember that was a big thing.
Well, I remember with the Pokédex thing. So I mentioned before on here, my birthday and Christmas are fairly close together. So, Wars Access was called Pocket Pikachu. There we go.
Pocket Pikachu. That's it. That's exactly it.
I have one on my desk. Oh my god, that's awesome! You have to send me.
Oh my gosh,
you have to send us a
that's
picture,
awesome.
buddy. But anyways, since my birthday and Christmas are so close, I would sometimes, if it was more expensive stuff, I'd have to just give in, and my parents weren't rich for some reason. Still mad at
How
them.
dare they?
Still mad at them for that. How dare they? But that was one year where I just gave in, and that was one of the more expensive gifts for good reason. And they got it for me, and I learned how to spell a lot of Pokemon names because when I would try to search it that way, it would be like, not found.
Yep, you got to learn to spell if you want to catch the Pokemon. You got to catch them all.
Look, it's Pokemon trainers drop out of school when they're 10, okay? They don't need to know how to spell.
They just got to know how to catch.
Yeah, exactly. You don't
Hey.
let's just imagine that. Pokemon, gotta spell them all. No, it doesn't. Doesn't work like that. But anyways, apologies again for the excessive water tonight, you guys. So I do have a lot of Funko Pops, as we started talking about a little bit earlier. So of course we have traditional Funko Pops. So I grabbed Sylveon off the shelf.
Sylveon!
Yep. I know how much.
That's cute.
I know how much our group loves Sylveon. So there's what? I'm not even gonna bother trying to count. Because there's some on the shelves. There's some over there because I ran out of shelves. That's another thing I'm gonna do next week while I'm on vacation. Is I'm gonna build some shelves.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. Well, pre-made ones. I'm just gonna stick them together. But
Assemble some shelves.
I'm gonna assemble some shelves next week. But I think that one thing they did really, really intelligently was they, of course, cross-branded, did their regular Funkos, but they also did these limited series, A Day with Pikachu, and they also did one with Evolutions. So this one says "Sweet Days Are Here." I know the camera picks it up backwards, but the smartest thing in the world was to take the two arguably most popular Pokemon and make a running series with them.
I love that. Don't you have like every single one of them?
Yep.
That's
So
amazing.
the ones that I can see with my really bad eyesight. Let's see here. There's Game Day Pikachu, Ringing in the New Year Pikachu, Completely Thankful, which is a Thanksgiving one, Surprises of Fall, Rainy Day Pikachu, Sleepy Pikachu, and there's just so many of them. So they are, yeah, I agree with Rogue in chat. They are going to be 100% priceless, along with the Eevee ones. The Eevee ones is all the different evolutions, and then once they ran out of unique ones, they started to combine them. So it's really really cool that they went Funko, but then they also made it unique to themselves.
I love that.
Yeah, and they, I'm a huge Funko head, and the fact that they, combined the biggest entertainment franchise out there of Pokemon with Funko Pops, like, you just take my wallet.
Speaking of unique, fun toys that probably no one's ever heard of, one of the few things that I still have from my childhood are these Pokemon marbles. It's a marble shooter game, and I swear I only had the marbles, and I remember having the shooter, and I lost it in a move, and I went up to it was a secondhand store, and they didn't know what they had, so they marked it for $1, and I was able to find the shooter again. Works absolutely perfectly, and I think I have maybe 80 of these marbles that just have they're so stupid. They're just like different colored marbles with like a little print of each Pokemon on them, and some of them are shiny,
Mm-hmm.
like shiny rare. And it was like this game where you had to. It was almost like shuffleboard. You would shoot it in the middle of this mat, and you'd try to get closest to the center, and you could knock away your opponent's marbles or whatever. It's just an old dumb game, but
No, so I've got two tangents here. Tangent number one. You know what triggered my memory of those when you sent the pictures in the chat?
what's that?
The bag.
Yeah, those velvet bags.
Because I only ever remember the bags. Like,
Interesting.
I knew the marbles were a thing, but I never had them. I only had the bag.
So you must have had the marbles, just not like it's locked away,
Right, like, where did the marbles go?
unless you got the bag separately from the marbles.
But that would have to be like a flea market, or, secondhand shop kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why do I remember that? Like, what? But second
Or is
hand,
that?
yeah,
I know a polyroll marble exists. I'll have to check my collection. If I can find one, I'll send it to you.
but the second tangent. So I thought I was a weird kid. Take that back. I knew I was a weird kid,
I knew you were a weird kid.
and you didn't even know me as a kid.
I didn't even know
But
you.
you can only assume, that in the past I was just like I am now. But the thing that made me think I was a weird kid. So my grandparents on my dad's side were from West Virginia. So when my parents would work, they would basically raise me. They'd watch me, feed me, whatever, take me to from school, give me additional homework. But but on top of that, they had no N64. They had no computer. Well, they had a computer, but it wasn't like for games. The only entertainment thing that they had that was somewhat modern was an air hockey table, and I wasn't allowed to do that unless I was finished with my additional math homework that my grandpa gave me. So often I did not want to do additional math homework, so I didn't play with the air hockey table. But the one thing that I was always allowed to play with was my grandma's collection of marbles. And they were in a big glass, like, oh, what do you call those? Like what you see moonshine in?
A jar?
Yeah, like a big glass jug, like how you like.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like for
Yeah.
for like a hoedown, and you go, whoo, whoo,
Yeah.
yeah, that. So there's a bunch of and I would have so much fun as a kid playing with marbles, and then I knew that the Pokemon marbles existed, but I never had them, and that made me so sad because I enjoyed marbles. And all I would do is I would put a circle, I would dump like 10 marbles in the middle, and then I would just flick marbles from my thumb, so kind of like using the launcher, and try to hit them out of the circle.
Isn't that like, is that how you played marbles?
I don't know if that's the traditional way to play marbles. That's what I did. Maybe my grandma showed me. I don't know. I'll ask her this weekend. I see my grandma just, like 50 out of 52 weeks of the year. So, I'll ask her Saturday if that's why I did that as a kid.
Oh
But,
my gosh. Speaking of which, you remember Pogs?
oh my God, you just,
Pogs and Slammers.
chat, Lotus, you just unlocked, oh boy.
Is a memory just
I,
unlock?
I didn't think of this piece of merchandise until you just said Pog. So Pog you for bringing this up.
That's Poggers, yo.
Because they remind me so much of Pogs. The board game, Pokemon Master Trainer.
Oh yeah, they do look like Pogs.
You just that was like a core memory unlocked right there.
That's perfect.
It was so good. So anyways, I don't have it handy. It is up in that closet right there though. Mine's incomplete. My brother-in-law did have a complete version. We played it last year, I think. But with the real rules too. So as a kid, I did not play it with the rules. I don't know about you.
I had no idea how to play that game. I just thought it looked cool.
It was way too complicated for kids. Are you kidding me?
To this day, I still don't know how to play that.
It's too complicated for kids. And on the box, it says 8 to 80. It now says 8 to 80, except Lotus Badger. But
yep. We all know they can't figure it out.
it's a wonderful. I mean, that's a wonderful piece of merchandise, isn't it? And
yeah,
I didn't even think about it. I mean, there was what? There was the original. There was a Johto version. There's Pokemon Monopoly. So I guess we could just lump all the board games in there, huh?
Oh, I love Pokemon Monopoly. Actually, Ghost has an original version of Pokemon Monopoly, and we used to play it all of the time.
Oh, I would love to. We got to have we still have to have a stream where we open cards for stream, and then we can just play that afterwards.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be great.
No, that's a core memory unlocked right there. So I guess one of the last things that I'll talk about is, oh wait, everybody hold on. We have accusations. We have accusations in the chat.
That's not an accusation. That's absolutely true.
Oh, well, then let it be known to the listeners of the Indigo Plateau Show. Lotus Badger cheats at Monopoly.
Oh yeah. If you're not guarding the bank, I'll just start slipping cash.
Well, you learn something every day.
Yeah, see, you'll never catch me, copper.
Yeah, maybe you're the one that's going to jail flipping. What was I flipping in jail the other episode? Was it marbles? Was it pennies? I don't know.
It was pennies.
Oh man, sorry, I'm losing the voice now. But anyways, they aren't allowed near the bank. Well,
It's true. Rogue has like a laser eye on me the whole game.
well, I actually have a Simpsons Monopoly. Go figure. I have something Simpsons, but it's electronic. It's a debit card,
Oh,
so you can't cheat.
I'll figure out a way.
So come on, unless you're gonna hank the back. Wow. Whoa, hank the back. Hack the Bank of Springfield. I don't know what you're gonna do, but
So first it starts with an offshore account.
oh, right.
Yep.
Anyways, guys, I have one more thing I'd like to mention that sort of goes along with the Mega Constructs, but not really because it's already constructed. Minifigs. I love
Aw.
these, especially because this one's Aegislash, and I don't tend to take these out of the box if they don't come with a stand. Kind of like the Mega Constructs come with a stand, so I will, obviously build those, take those out of the box.
Yeah.
But these often don't come with a stand, so I don't want to, especially like an Aegislash, how you gonna put that up? But these are also cute. So if anybody's watching, you can see here's all the ones from the set. If the camera focuses or not, it's totally up to it. But you have, no, it's not going to focus. That's okay. So you have, Primal Kyogre, Tyranitar, Mega Sceptile, Metagross, Mega Swampert, Binacle for some reason, Aegislash, Pyroar, Goomy, Torchic, Luxray, Vanillite. So it gives them a way to let you put a little bit of fun and flair in a small space.
Ooh, I want that Luxray one.
Yeah, it's if I could read Japanese, I would tell you where to go get this. Bandai 2018 Gilgard, Gilgard.
Interesting. I'll have to Google that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I like the little minifigs because, like the plushes, they just make for a happy space. I'm all about being happy. So,
and what good is the space if you can't be happy in it?
Exactly. I'm going to build a depressing space for a week and try it out. See how that goes. But I think
I have a sad space. It's called work.
It's called The Office.
Yeah.
But I think that the minifigs, if you build them, I feel like they wouldn't be as fun. Because, I don't know. Because petite things need to be preserved. So I keep them in the box.
I think that's fair. And also you don't want to lose it. I have that problem with a lot of my smaller toys and things that I like to keep around the house, especially Legos. I want to get like a case for them. I was thinking a glass cabinet so I can display them, but I don't have to touch them. And they won't collect dust.
Yeah, and this is a lot easier to clean too. Say that much. Yeah. But the fun fact about this Aegislash one is when I first got a PC, and I essentially wanted it for emulation purposes, I started a game, and I actually got Aegislash as my starter, and I was over the moon about it. But then that PC came with a bad memory core.
Oh, no.
So I returned it and had to buy a different PC, so I lost my game.
Big oofums.
So Allie bought the Aegislash for me, so I would still have my Aegislash.
Aw.
I know, right?
That's so sweet.
Oh, well, any other fun Pokemon stuff that you've spent your money on?
No, that's all that I had for us today. Did you have anything?
No. I'm kind of a mainstream person when it comes to buying the merchandise. I didn't buy the Waffle Maker. I don't have like the Pokemon skateboards, if you've seen those.
Oh, those are sick. They're so expensive though.
Yeah, that's mainly why. But I'm kind of simple, straight path, plushes, Funkos, small stuff, the cards. But the fact that you could slap a Pokeball on something and people will buy it is a testament to the name of the franchise.
I would agree with that 1,000%.
So, anyways, guys, so to recap, we like spending money on stuff we don't need.
And tell me, Docs.
Yes.
Where can our listeners find our podcast?
Facebean.
Facebean? No, it's Podbean.
Well, all right, fine. I thought I was going to get away with it this week, but
close enough.
Foiled again. Curses. No, guys, we are on the bean that they said, and Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Samsung Music. And if you try real hard, you can memorize this and recite it to yourself at any time.
Perfect.
First one to do that gets an Ichibi my treat. So, first person to perfectly recite an episode. That's all I'm saying. Just
that way we'll always be with you.
Exactly. And then when you open up your ETB and you get garbage, it's not my fault. But anyways, guys, thank you for dealing with my sickness. Thank you for dealing with no Ghost Type Ghost. Next week, the show will be back on Ghost Type Ghost channel. However, I will not be there as I'm going to be on vacation. So remember to listen to this one twice as much between now and then so that you can not forget about me.
Get your weekly dose of docs.
Yeah, get your docs dose. But anyways, guys, we're going to get out of here. Unlike Ghost, I'm not going to be playing anything additional afterwards. I am going to get some bed rest.
Rest up, buddy. You deserve it.
Alrighty. With that, you guys, we're out of here. We'll see you next week for the next episode of the Indigo Plateau Show.
Bye, friends.